All right, so I didn't move the hideout, but we did finish all of the levels. We did do the darkest levels, so we got there. Also, I still hate this vase. Go vase. Ruining my pictures. There. Now we can see all the pictures. Let's get a good luck cookie. We're gonna get a gingerbread cookie. And a cup of tea. Just drink a cup of tea. And I think these keys are what we're gonna need to move forward with the in-house puzzle. And part of that is probably got to do with getting the puzzle pieces. There is one secret puzzle piece. So let's get the secret puzzle piece first, and then we'll move on to the other ones. So the secret puzzle piece is actually in here. And that is going to be in this room. The fourth puzzle in the darkest puzzles. So let's jump into this puzzle. And it doesn't matter if we start over, we're just going to continue in here. And in here, the fourth puzzle piece is actually over here, and it is extremely hard to see. I know it is extremely dark over here, you guys, but the puzzle piece is somewhere in this area. And I really wish I could turn my brightness up. What is my brightness at? Let's get my brightness super high. There it is. Look at that puzzle piece. How are you supposed to see this? Do they expect people to play on super high brightness or something? Like, there is no way I would have seen this at all. So, secret puzzle piece found thanks to having brightness on 200%. Let's get my brightness back to normal. And there we go. That is puzzle piece number 1. And we are good to go to start with finding the rest of the puzzle pieces. So let's start with the courtyard. And while it loads, I am going to continue. That way we don't have to start all the way over. Although I think we might have to start over on some of these puzzles. And I'm going to bring up my notes while we start this. Okay, it does look like I have the side door open over there, so that is good. So let's see, we need to find the puzzle pieces in here. So from my notes, there is inside this cabin, if you open the door and look under the hat. Oh, it looks like we are going to have to start over. That way we can actually pick up the puzzle pieces that we have already picked up. So let's restart. Restart the level. That way you guys can see the puzzle pieces that have already been picked up. Back to what we were doing. So, tokens. We are going to start with tokens. The first token, let me get my notes. First token, if we go into the cart and you open up this hat, there's a token right here under the hat. Now, if you walk out of here and you look at this right here, there's a token right here in the open. Right on this thing. Now if you walk over here back at the start, in this angel's hand, she's just out here just handing you a token. So that's 3 tokens. Now if you turn around and come behind the cart, there is a token right here in this fire. So be careful you don't burn your hands. Right here in the fire. We're gonna come back around over here. If you notice right under here, under these tiles that are movable, there is a token. So that is 1 under the hat, 1 by the side, 1 in the angel's hand, 1 in the fire, 1 under this. That's 5. Number 6, if you come in this room, right here, you can barely see it from this corner, but if I go like this, you can see it right here in the windowsill. You can also see this without going in from the outside. So it is right on the windowsill. So that's number 6. Now number 7, if you come over here, is right here on the wall. And number 8 is going to be in these leaves, all scattered in the leaves. And that is our 8 tokens for level 1. So we have all 8 tokens found really quickly. And then you can leave the level. Boop. Escaped. Let's go to the next episode. I will do a quick speed run through it, and then we will grab all the tokens. All right. So for this one, you do have to be at the ending. So to do all of the tokens on this one, you want to be here and you want to make sure you are on evil side for sure. It's just going to be easier to have all the stuff. Let's go ahead and grab all the tokens. Starting off, this one that's right in front of our face. I don't know if you've seen it as we're running around, but it's right here, right in front of our face. So let's grab it. Second token that we can find is one that I struggled with. You have to come over to the carpety area and look around. Where are you, little token? Tokeny. I swear there was a token here. Double check my notes. Yeah, that's where token is. I don't see you. Am I on the wrong side? I'm on the wrong side. It's on this side. So you want to be on... You want to be the side opposite of the family tree. There is a token underneath the table. You can barely see it if you look under the table. It is there. It is hidden. Good luck. While you're over here, you can take a look. Right next to this puzzle is a little goblet. Inside the goblet, if you take a look at it, is a token. So that's nice. If you notice up here on the candles, one of these candles has a token on it. So that is nice. Down here, since they like to hide things, there's a token under the carpet. Of course there's a token under the carpet. Why wouldn't there be a token under the carpet? Over back where we started, we are going to come by the fireplace, and we're just gonna say take these logs and toss them into the fire, because that's an achievement, is setting the logs on fire. So let's do that. Oh, look what I found! It's a token! Oh, alright, there it is. It was under all the logs. Of course it was. Now if we just stand up and look up, there's another token! Of course there is. Because why not? And the final token is slightly hard to see, but if you look up into the balcony, right at the clover, there is a token. That is token number 8. So that is the 8 tokens in the feast. Hope you all have fun with the feast. We're going to move forward to the next level. Let's see. This one, I do need to at least speedrun to get to the next room. We don't necessarily need to beat the level, but we need to be able to open this door and we need to open this door. So let's do that. Once you have access to both rooms, we can do the token hunt for the 3rd level in Dracula's castle. So let's start in here. First things first, when I was going through here, I opened this drawer and I took off the blankets because I wanted to make the bed. Throw off the blanket and under there was a token. Now I'm too lazy to make the bed, so I'm just gonna lay in it. There's a token. I can't reach it from here, but if you get out of the bed, you can take a look up and there's token number 2. Now if we go around here and we just start doing our makeup and look in the drawer, token number 3 is in the drawer on the other desk. It's crazy how they keep putting them all in the desk drawers. Over here, if you take a look, floating behind this mirror, there is a token just floating there. That's token number 4. If we walk over here, you see underneath this vampire mirror is token number 5. If we want to look over here by this crazy lady with the star in her face, she has a lamp with a token. Now in the 2 extra rooms, we have these mysterious balls that just move randomly. While the left one, if you move it slowly, you can find a token. And in the room with the bathtub, if you go around and look at these hands and then slowly turn around, you'll notice a token on the bathtub. And that is our 8 tokens. So that is the 8 tokens for this level. So we are done with the 3rd level of Dracula's castle. So let's move on to the next level. Going to exit out so I don't have to complete the level, and we will go to the crypt. Now I had to start over, so I have to do this puzzle again to make sure I can get out. Oops, I fell over. So we need in here. We can't do anything until we get in there, and we need to release Vlad from the coffin. We have to do those 2 things before we can get all the tokens. So let's go ahead and speedrun clear the game. So we are on the Crypt level of Escape Simulator 2, and we're gonna go ahead and get the tokens. So we've opened this up and we've opened the casket so we can get all of the tokens. Let me make sure I have my notes up. And let's go ahead and get them going. So to start us off, we're going to come over here and say hello to these very friendly men. They're just exchanging keys for puzzle pieces. Thanks for the puzzle piece. You're very friendly. And then we're gonna come over here. And this is a special torch. It's a trick torch. It likes to turn upside down. That way you can see puzzle pieces on the inside. You've got to be careful with it that you don't just keep flipping it upside down though when you grab it. I've done that a couple times. The next one is right over here on top of this contraption, just sitting out in the open. You are also going to find one buried in the dirt right under the casket. So let's go ahead and grab that one. We can go ahead and find one behind the casket, and that's going to be our next one. We can also find one in the casket. And that's why we had to open it up, is because it is in the dirt. And our last two are in the other room. That's why we had to open this up. The last two are one in this room. So if you look behind this little contraption where you had to move the little piece, it is in that other room. And if you take the one-eyed skull and you take a look, there is the token. And that is token number 8, right in the Cyclops' head. So we have every single token. And let's go ahead and take an exit and come over here and we will complete the puzzle. So let's start with a couple corner pieces. I apologize right now. I am not the best at puzzles. So let's see what we have. Let's just get all of the edge pieces done first and go from there. We're gonna get all of these. That is going over here. Where is my last corner? Because I should have a 4th corner, right? This one does not fit. It does. Did we get a 4th corner is the question. Because we should have. Also, that doesn't seem to be fitting together. That looks like it goes together, but it does not. I wish I could use some more of this background so I can move them over, get them out of my way, and use some of that extra space to put things out of my way. Let's get things out of here. All right. Here's my corner. What else do we have? Any more edge pieces? Or is that all my edge pieces? I have one more edge piece, but it's a little funky. It's this one. Okay. That's all of the edge pieces. Let's keep going. I see some random books in here. This is becoming odd. I wonder what all these books mean. because this is definitely unique looking. All right. This is our first set of puzzle pieces for the room. Since I'm gonna do the room later, I will figure this out in another video, but we do have the puzzle pieces set, and this will be part of the room puzzle that we do. So there's a little preview for you for the future. Let's move forward with getting what's next. I believe Hibernation Pods is the first one in the Lost Starship. So let's start over. That way we can get those from the beginning. And there are some in the other room, so we're going to have to break out of here. So let's see if we can remember how to break out of this pod. So now that we have the captain's pod open and the other area accessed, we can find all of the different tokens. So let's find the tokens here in the hibernation chamber. So starting with token number 1, since it's the hibernation chamber, let's look in the hibernation pods. How about this last hibernation pod right here? We zoom in and boom, there's a token. Now, if we look over here in Taryn's closet, there's another token. And if we turn around and take a look up here in the little scope on the doctor's thing, there's another token. As we come around, we're gonna find this nice little plant, and we're gonna say goodbye, plant, and we're gonna just take a look at it. In here in the little grass, or in the dirt, it is a token. You had to break it in order to get to it, so I know. Don't be rough to plants. Now down here, as you crawl around on the ground, you'll see a token on the scanning machine. And as you come back up near where you cleaned off the windows, because we are nice and clean, you'll notice that while you were cleaning, there was a token on the other side of the window. So we're gonna rush over and find that token. And let's see, we have 2 more tokens. Well, we will get the next one. The next one is, if you zoom in, you can barely see it, the captain's tooth. See the little tooth? It is a token. Now, let me double check my notes for the final one. It is... Which blue pipe was that? Oh, that's this blue pipe at the start. So the blue pipe at the start of where you started, over here by the first RFID, right here is the token. So if you just come out of your pod, turn around, it is right there. And that was all of the tokens. And that is 8 of 8. So we can move on to the next level. Boom. We are going to start over on this one. Now for this one, we are going to need to get into this area for sure. And we're going to need to be able to get outside. So we're gonna have to at least get the spacesuit from in here and get outside. So let's get that stuff unlocked. The tokens for this level are available once you get to this point in the level, which is having the spacesuit. So once you have the spacesuit equipped, you can get all 8 tokens. That means you only need 2 power and have the power to get over to the spacesuit. You will need the gravity gun to get it as well, but you need the gravity gun to unlock the spacesuit. So that is a-okay to getting it. So let's start off over in this area for all of our tokens. So to start us off right by Minesweeper, we're gonna duck down and crawl around under the desk. And if we turn this around, we have a token right here, right under the chair. That's token number 1. And where we found one of the little balls, there is a token. You just have to back up a little bit and you can see it inside the cabinet here. That is token number 2. Over by the nav data on the keyboard, if you zoom in, there is a token where the Windows key would be. That would be token number 3. Token number 4 is actually outside. If you look outside with your spacesuit, you can see it right here just floating around. So you can use your gravity gun to pull it towards you, or just go ahead and grab it. Token number 5. If you come up here to the stairs and look up, you can see it right here by the flashing red light. It is right there. Token number 6 is in here where you get your spacesuit, right here by the little graded ladder area. That would be token number 6. Token number 7 is actually down here in the little cubby hole. You have to crouch and come down, and it's stuck here in the air conditioning vents, just stuck in the vent. And our 8th and final token is out in the debris. So we're gonna pull debris into over here. And you notice this debris has a little shadowed puzzle piece. That's your hint that it's the debris that has the puzzle piece. And on the back of the debris is our last puzzle piece. So that is the 8 tokens for this level. So we can move on to the 3rd level of the space. Let's go ahead and move on to level 3. Cargo hold. So for this level, we do need access to this area here. So we're going to need this back room. We're also going to need access to the control room. So we're going to go ahead and get access to up there. We are in the 3rd level. And I have unlocked the control room, and I have unlocked the scissor lift. I think that's what that's called. And that will let us get all of the tokens for this level. So for this level, we're going to start off by, let's go to the control room and let's get the tokens that are up there. So starting up here, we're gonna come over here and safety first. Let's put out all the fires by throwing the fire extinguisher over here. And right behind it is this awesome puzzle piece. Now, after we put out the fires, we want to come over here and look at our best mom in the galaxy mug and put that down. Take our cap, and right under the cap, go away, cap. Go away. Is a second puzzle piece. Awesome. So those are the two puzzle pieces that are up here. From up here, that would be all of the puzzle pieces, I believe. So let's go downstairs. And from here, we're gonna go over here. And from where you fixed the artifact, you're going to look at the little plug, and there's a puzzle piece right in the plug. Now from here, looking at the artifact, you're gonna go and look outside and admire space. But instead of space, we're gonna look over here at this platform. There's a little token right out there. Whoosh. That would be 4 tokens. Our next token is going to be in our wall, because of course there's one in one of the lockers. It is in this bottom corner, number 823. So let's just put in 823. Which, by the way, if you put in any of these numbers, they will open. So if you just want a snack in like 620, it will open and you can just get yourself a snack. So good luck with that. Now, if we walk over here to the lockers, this middle locker has not only a pine cone, but a token. So that is 6 tokens. Our next token is going to be over here with our forklift or scissor lift. We're going to get in and use it. And we're going to take a look at the rules of conduct, because we must always safety first and read the rules. Warning, no admittance for unauthorized personnel, no smoking, magnetic boots, magnetic gloves, and tokens. There is a token with the magnetic gloves. Oh, you can't grab it while you're on the scissor lift. So leave the scissor lift and grab it with your magnetic gloves and then get back on the scissor lift, because we are going to take a ride. So let's take a ride and take a look around. Yep. And we are going to turn and go back over to the wall of lockers and raise up a bit. And right here we can see our last token above the light. And that is token 8 of 8. So we have all of the tokens. Hope you guys found them all, and we will move on to the last area in space. Let's go to the unknown. Now, for this one, we are for sure going to need to get to the final section where we get the special item. So let's get that special item. And it is giving us access to the other side. So this is the unlock that we needed to get us all the tokens. So let me open up my notes and we can get the last pieces. Now, this one will take me a second to find them all again because this one, some of them are a little bit of a problem getting. If you can't find them right away, move your mouse just slightly because they are a little bit in space, literally. The tokens are just floating in the middle of the air, invisible. You can literally see them on here with this special device, but you cannot see them on your screen when you go to touch them. Like this one right here that I just happened to look at right now, you can see. But there are some that you just cannot see floating in space. So I'm going to walk you through where to find all of these tokens. So let's go ahead and start with some of the more obvious ones, and then we'll get to the more hidden ones after that. So starting with the most obvious one, the plants. If you look at the plants, one of the plants has a token in here. It is the one that is the most sprouted right here. Now, if you look around at the plant area and you just turn around, the left side of the plant area, look all the way up, you will see another token all the way towards the top in a little inlet. That is token number 2. Now, continuing to the left of the plant area, right here in a little alcove is token number 3. And we're going to just keep going to the left. Keep going to the left, and we're going to find token number 4 right here in this. Now, this token number 5, I can see it. You normally would not be able to see this very clearly until you have this icon, or until you have this this artifact. So you'll be able to see it in this dimension, but you won't be able to see it. I can see it because I found the token before, but you'll need this device to see it. So it is right where this token is. You can see this token. So we started at the plant area. We kept going left. We have this area with 1, 2 donuts. And before the 3rd donut, you find this token. And then if we just take a look up here to the right a little bit, we can see it in the artifact. And then we have to click off of the artifact to click onto the token. And you can still see it. Oop. I hate when it does that. Sometimes it puts it down instead of letting you look it. You can still see the artifact in the alternate dimension, but we already picked it up. So just note that it will always show it in the alternate dimension, even if you've already picked it up, if it's an alternate dimension token. So keep that in mind. So that is, what token is that? We are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tokens. So let's go for token number 6. Token number 6 is going to be, we need to come over here, and in the alternate dimension from the other side of the plants, you can see it floating in space, just floating there. Now, you won't be able to see it because it is not there. I can see it because I've already collected it before. So you have to click off of your artifact and just keep hovering until you see that gear icon, and you'll be able to grab it. That is when you know you have it, is you get the gear icon. Now, the 7th token, if you come over here to the orb, you take a look up, You can see it straight in the sky, so just keep looking up until you hit that gear icon and grab it. So that is number 7. And then number 8. It's this alternate dimension one. So the last alternate dimension one, you can just barely make it out. If you look really closely, it's invisible. But it is behind this pillar. Behind the flower pots. I should have just put behind flower pots. That would have been easier. So, in the alternate dimension behind the flower pots, there is the last puzzle piece. So, take that off. Once you see the gear, there it is. 8 of 8. And that is all of the tokens. So let's go ahead and go back and complete the puzzle. And we will unlock our next set for what we have going on here. Get this going. This looks interesting. What do they got going on here? Also, we do have still wish we had more area to spread the pieces out so I could see. H. There's some letters going on up there. HC something HAFDH. Wonder what those mean. Oh, this looks like a top piece, but it's not. Oh, that's an F. Oh, these are chess pieces. Okay. We're gonna be messing with the chessboard. Interesting. Let's see. Where did the puzzle pieces go? All right. Another combination. Good thing we made it through everything. Let's go ahead and get to the cursed treasure and go to the tavern. We need to start over, and in here we need to get behind the counter because we do have to unlock the ability to get behind the counter, so we need to open that door. And there is also a token in this room, so we're going to need to get in there. So we're going to need this key, and we're going to need the access over here. So let's get these puzzle wheels and find this key. That's our goal. That is the speed run of that, so that we can get behind the counter and into the room. Token number 1 is from the stairs where you start. If you look directly up, token number 1 is just directly above your head. And then if you go straight forward, you can see this giant narwhal. Up here in his mouth, you can see token number 2. Behind you, there's a sword on the wall, and in the hilt, that is token number 3. Token number 4 is over here on over by the map. If you look up to your left of the map, token number 4 is on the wall. Token number 5 will be inside of here. We have token number 5 on, I believe it's on, yeah, it's on a rope right here. Token number 6 is going to be inside one of these jars. I don't remember which one. Oh, it's this one. So if you take the jar down, it has a little puzzle piece token on the outside. That's to give you a clue that it's inside of it. So you just smash it and find the token. So that is 6. Token number 7 is going to be inside the room, inside the little weighted dice box, or right outside the little weighted dice box. So you can just grab that. And then the final token is right behind this lemon tree. You just move the lemon tree out of the way, and it's caught in a spider web. And that is token 8 of 8. That is all of your tokens. So you can get those whenever you want to get them. And then we're gonna move on to Pirates level 2. So we'll exit here. So for the second level, it's the pirate ship. So we don't need to steer the pirate ship all the way to the island, but we do need to unlock at least inside the cabin. I don't believe we need to get up to the top though. Let me check my notes on where. I think we can get to all of them. No, we do need to get up to the wheel up there. So we're gonna have to unlock a speed run to get all these tentacles out of the way, at least. So this is the pirate ship, and I have cleared out all of the tentacles to the point where we can navigate the ship to the island. That is the point that we need to be to get all of the tokens. So let's go ahead and grab the 8 tokens. Since I am up here by the steering wheel, or whatever you call it on the ship, because I'm not positive. I am not a boat captain. I am not a very good pirate. Let's go ahead and grab the tokens. First things first, let's turn around. Ring the bell just because. And there's a token right behind us on the window right here. And that is token number 1. Token number 2 is hard to see. Let's see if we can see it. I know it's on one of these. Ah, there it is. It is all the way on, all the way on the mast, way up at the top of the ship. So you're gonna have to zoom in and get the right angle on it. And once you can get that little gear icon, go ahead and grab it. It is on the farthest mast from the steering wheel, or the wheel of the ship. Token number 3. If we take a look at the mermaid on the left, and on her tail, you can see a token. Token number 4 is going to be down here in between the chest of coins and the chest of grog, is going to be a token all the way down there. The hitbox for it is not very nice, so make sure you can get the gear icon and grab it. Token number 5. Once you complete the level, this area right here turns into the level ending. So be careful, you can see it through here, but this is the level ending, so be careful not to accidentally end your level. You can also see it through this porthole over here, so you can grab it from over here if you've already beaten the level. Just be aware you don't click here and accidentally end your level if you are going for tokens. You can see it through this end as well. That is the last token out of the side of the ship. I don't know whether it's port or starboard. You guys tell me in the comments. The other 3 tokens are all in the officer quarters. So over here, captain's, whatever captain this is, Captain Hook, is holding it in his hook. So let's grab token right here. And then we are going to come over here and look at, what is the next one? We are going to close this drawer. And we are going to look at the side of this drawer. And the token is right at the side of this drawer. So let's grab that one. And our final token is in this windowsill. It's just sitting here in the window. So make sure to check your windows. And that is token 8 of 8. So we have all the tokens on the pirate ship. So we can leave this one and move on to the next one, where we are going to get the island. So let's speed run through this so we can get all of the tokens. For this, we are going to need access to both of the different rooms on this island. So let's go ahead and open this and open the final cave, which means we are basically going to have to do every puzzle, because that final cave does require basically every puzzle. All right, so we have made it to the island, and we have unlocked both extra rooms, including the explodey chamber. We have not exploded it yet, so we haven't beaten the level. I'm going to bring up my notes on where the 8 tokens are, and we will start looking around to go ahead and grab them really quick. So, starting from the beginning. Token number 1. If we look over here by the trash can. We move this barrel right out of the way. And right under the barrel is token number 1. If we look around over by this little puzzle game, up in the top left corner, there is a token. Now, if we turn, we can't see it from this side. If we go out and come out here and take a look, nice, beautiful river. Everything looks so clean, and there's a lot of trash, urchins. They're dangerous. Everything junk. Oh, there's a token right in the shallow part of the river. So that's token number 3. Token number 4, as you're crossing the first bridge. So this is the first bridge. This is your starting area. So first bridge has a token in the floor. So that is token number 4. Token number 5 is going to be on one of the pillars. Which pillar was it? Which pillar is it? Ah, it's this one. So on red pillar. On the red pillar is token number 5. Now, if we go over to say hi to the cute little parrot. Say hi, parrot. Hi, parrot. And you take a look around. Token number 6 is right behind the parrot. Or right in front of the parrot. That was token number 6. Token number 7 is going to be over in the last area. Now, where you took the crowbar to open this crate. Do I need to find my crowbar? We need to open this crate. You need to use your crowbar and open this crate as well. So keep that crowbar handy from before, and you need to open this crate. That's all the way at the beginning. So not just the crate that you opened with the puzzle, but this crate all the way back at the beginning. You need to open for a puzzle piece. And then puzzle piece number 8 is going to be in the cave. If you take a look in the first tunnel over on the left, there is a puzzle piece. That is puzzle piece number 8. And we are done with the island. So we can move on to the final area, which is the hideout, which is where we found the largest puzzle piece in the game, which was huge. And it was also where we found the one surprise of the game. So we do... I walked right into the surprise again. I can't believe I walked into the surprise again. I had just talked about the one surprise of the game, and I walked right into the surprise with not even a care of the world. I am dumb. Okay. Let's grab these spears. We gotta clear out the things again. So, I'm gonna quickly go through all of the 8 locations for the tokens in this level, and let's take a look at those. I'm starting at the end of the level because you have to have all of it unlocked. So the first token location is going to be on this dead guy with the sword. He is holding it in his hand. That is token number 1. Then outside of here, token number 2 is on the bird statue right outside the door. Token number 3 is right by this dead guy's cage, which you might have let down, but it is in the bushes. Token number 3. Token number 4 is going to be over here by this animal portrait. It is right here in the little incense. That's token number 4. Token number 5, if you crouch down, you can see it and zoomed in right above the fire here. That's token number 5. Token number 6 is hanging on a rope right where the pitfall was, where it knocked you down right at the beginning of the game. You can't get it at the beginning of the game, and it might have tricked you because you might have seen it as you were walking into the level. You're like, ooh, I can grab it. You can't grab it at the beginning of the game. You will fall through before you can grab it. But it is there once you release the level to put that there. Once you put this down, if you look up, there is a giant puzzle piece all the way up here. So that one you can grab as well. And if I am counting right, that should be 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then token number 8 will be in this room. Token 8 is back in here. Behind all of the ropes in the swamp is token number 8. And that is the 8 tokens for the secret hideout. And we can go off and solve some puzzles for the lobby. Oops, did not mean to select that. All right. Get rid of this face first. All right, let's put these puzzle pieces together. I am going to be slow at putting this puzzle together because I am slow at puzzles, but we will get there. Let's see. Nope. I wish I could use more space to move the puzzle pieces around. This might go up here. This is a corner piece. I like corner pieces. Looking for more edge pieces. All these pieces are so dark. These look like edge pieces, but I don't think they are because there's not very many edge pieces left. Yeah, because that's the end of the edge pieces. It's a little weird. Oh, this might go to, like, over here. That's a very long piece. I don't know where this would go. That's a phone. Interesting. Okay. These are very odd-shaped pieces. And there we go. It gave us another, like, 6-digit code, so we're gonna have to figure that out. So that's 3 sets of 6-digit codes.